Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show tonight. Tonight's guest, we have a returned citizen. This young man been gone a long time, and finally come back to society, be part of this community, take his life back. We are welcoming William Ashford Askia back home from a long time in prison, and we want to tell you in front of everybody, welcome home, my brother.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes,
It's
welcome
been a
home.
long
Welcome
journey.
home. Welcome home.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes,
glad to
sir.
have you back, brother.
Aloha.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
It's
sir.
a blessing to be home.
Yes,
It's an
yes.
absolute blessing to be here.
Yes. Now, what I'm going to do today, I'm going to ask you some questions, and I ain't going to put you on the spot. I want to ask you some questions because the community need to know.
Absolutely.
Okay. And you went to prison when? What year did you go to prison?
I went to prison in 1985.
1985. So you served how much time in prison?
I ended up doing 33, almost 34 years.
Almost
33 years, some odd months.
Okay. And you got sentenced out of what county?
Alameda County.
Alameda County. And I want to ask you, what did you go to prison for?
I went to prison for second-degree murder.
Okay. Okay. And at that time that you went to prison, how old were you then?
I was 23.
23 years old, a young man.
Absolutely.
A young man. So you grew up in prison.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. And going into the system, you went into the system at a time where prison was kind of like rock and rolling.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You had to be able to handle your own and stand your ground
Right,
in prison
right, right.
at that point in time.
Right. And going into the system, you went to Vacaville. It was a reception center.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And going into the Vacaville, I know that was a trip. Going to Vacaville, seeing the thing.
Yeah, I got some stories about that.
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
different. It was
It was-
completely different than what I was used to.
Yeah, because you had never been in prison before. You're going into prison. It's your first time in prison, and you having a culture shock. Actually, whoa, this going on.
Absolutely.
Right. How long did you stay in Vacaville?
I was there about 6 weeks, 4
Okay.
to 6 weeks, and then I
Okay.
went to Old Folsom.
You got your medical, your shots, and
I got
whatever.
everything taken care of there,
And
yeah.
then you went to
Old Folsom.
Old
They
Folsom.
sent me to level 4 Old Folsom.
okay.
prison, Yeah.
You went in what they call the end of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, going in.
Yeah, when I told everybody on the yard I was going to Old Folsom, a few guys stepped back, and they was like, good luck.
Good luck.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I kind of stepped up like I'm going to handle it because
Yeah.
I didn't have no other option.
You had no
It's-
choice.
I'm going to handle it,
Right,
right?
you had no choice.
So, yeah,
Had no
I
choice.
had to put on the bravado.
Right. You had
Yeah.
to put, had to go
Absolutely.
into
Yeah,
it.
I had to let them
Yeah.
know that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
But
And
really,
this is
you
it.
know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, going into prison, you went into a system where you knew nothing about. You was a young man going into what they call a den of wolves, and you went in and you took your rifle spot. And let me ask you this: when did you become Muslim?
I became a Muslim. I was there approximately 2 years.
2 years.
But, I had met Muslim brothers in the county jail. I was in North County for like 2 years. So I had met brothers that impressed me with their demeanor and their behavior, right? And their ability to speak and to and communicate.
Okay.
And they seemed to be very disciplined. So I was impressed with them. Probably even on the streets, I knew of the Nation of Islam.
Right,
But,
right.
So they had always been a part of the community, but I hadn't made that decision to go that route.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until, as I got into the prison system and the same brothers or brothers similar to them appeared, right?
Right.
And they were always respectful, always clean, always decent.
Right.
People respected them.
Right,
And that's what I wanted.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
I wanted that same thing. But at the same time, I had grew up as a Christian, but my life, I made the decision to become Muslim based on the fact that I needed to change myself. And that meant that I was going to change everything, you know what I'm saying? And then I liked the philosophy. I liked the idea of Islam. It's a religion of peace.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Right. So at the time you went to prison, who was the imam there? Imam Ricky Rashid?
And Ricky Rashid was
Ricky
there
Rashid,
at that
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Yeah,
the-
absolutely.
yeah,
And he
yeah.
left, and Dawood Salam came in.
Right.
Imam Dawood Salam. Then Ricky Rashid came back. He
Right.
went to learn in I think somewhere over in Africa.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He went to
He went to learn the language.
The language, yeah, absolutely.
the religion. And,
He came back and taught us. Yeah,
Yeah,
the Sudan.
Yeah, Sudan. Yeah. So okay, you so you went into the system, and as you being a young man, you had to do certain things to make sure that this was going to be all right.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you had to How many write-ups did you get before you became Muslim?
I probably had about five
Because
or 6 write-ups in my first year there.
Right,
Yeah.
you're going in. Yeah.
So write-ups didn't bother me. I was just
No.
making sure that everybody knew that, you know, I would get down if I had to. You know what I'm saying? In other words, I would defend myself and protect myself.
Sure.
And I wanted everybody to understand that.
Right.
So, but most of my confrontations early were with the authority. I was never good with authority, so far as being told what to do and how to do it. Thus I ended up in prison.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that was the majority of my write-ups in the beginning.
Right.
I had a few confrontations with the brothers or people on the line, but nothing major.
Right.
At that point.
Yeah. So okay. So you in doing time, we have these things where we rebel against certain things, authority.
Yeah.
People telling you what to do, how to do things, when to do things, and then at some time in life, you say, "Wait a minute, I got to change my way of thinking because either I'm gonna stand in there and do this, or either I'm gonna be in there for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Either I got to change my ways and start doing something that's constructive."
Absolutely.
When did that bell come on?
Well, like I said, when I got there, I was hanging out on the yard with my homeboys, so-called homeboys, right? And I think my mother was sick, right? And I left some kids behind. So one day I'm just sitting out there, man, on the yard, and we at the basketball court, and you know, it's everything over there that you got on the street. And I'm sitting there, but I'm feeling like this ain't it.
Right.
It's got to be more to this. I had just got my sentence. I was there about a year, maybe a year and a half. It's got to be more to my life than this, right? And like I said, I was attracted to the brothers, the Muslim community. I was attracted to their behavior and their demeanor on the yard. So I started talking to the brothers at that point, and I decided, you know, I'm gonna try something different. You know what I'm saying? Because my mother was sick with cancer. She was dying at that point.
Yeah.
And I had left my kids on the street. So it was a lot of weight for a 23-year-old shoulders, right?
Sure.
And I decided that I wanted to do something different with my life and take it in a better direction, in a more positive direction. Because what I was looking at, smoking the dope, drinking the Pruno and stuff like that, it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for me, you know? So I had to do something different in order for my own sanity. I knew that if I didn't change, that it would probably get only worse.
Get worse, yeah.
You know, so I found an avenue or a vehicle to help me to develop myself as a man, as a human being.
Okay.
And that was with Imam Houardin Muhammad.
Yeah, right, that's right.
I liked his teachings, man. His teachings was about development, self-development, and becoming the best person you could become, you know.
Right.
And that appealed to me.
Yeah, right.
I ain't never I mean, we portray these images about wanting to be these tough guys or these bad guys, but in reality, we all want to be liked and respected.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And that comes through work, though.
Right. You have to put in work in order to be a better person. Yeah. So, in doing that, you became Muslim.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That was the path.
So when did you take Shahada?
I took Shahada in, I think it was 89.
1989.
Yeah.
In Old Folsom.
Old Folsom Prison.
Yeah.
A brother named Abdullah and Ibrahim Shabazz.
Ibrahim, you just called it down.
Brother Ibrahim Shabazz.
You just called it. Why didn't you call it down?
They did the run through,
Beautiful.
the checkup back then. They did the run through and the checkup, make sure it's,
yeah.
everything is above board. The brother's good.
Yeah.
They came back and said, "Yeah, brother," you know, and that's what it was. That was their environment, though.
Yes. Those were some good times.
Yeah.
You know that
strong brothers,
you
good
was
brothers.
with good brothers that they had your back. You knew that everything was good.
Yeah,
you know it was
absolutely.
gonna work.
Yeah.
Right. So then how long did you stay in Old Folsom?
I was there until 91.
Okay.
Then I went down to Solano.
Okay.
And I was in Solano from 91 to 98.
Okay.
And I went down to Soledad for about 6 years, and then up to DVI.
Okay. When you got to Solano, who was the imam there?
Imam Usman Zarif.
Usman Zarif. Okay.
Usman Zarif, and then Muhammad Sharif came later.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
And then you went down to Soledad.
That was Soledad. That was Imam Antar Jana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how long you stayed at Soledad?
I was there almost 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I went up to DVI.
Okay.
Tracy, California.
Yeah. Gladiator School.
Gladiator School. Yeah.
You came to DVI. How long were you at DVI?
I was at DVI almost 18 years. I actually settled down there. I worked in the good jobs, I was in a good environment. The people I was around, such as yourself, I was comfortable with. So I didn't need to make no changes. I had money coming in on a monthly basis. I guess that's what they pay on a month. You know what I'm saying? And I just tried to do the best I could from there. The imam was a good imam. Usman was there then.
Right.
And then he left, and Mikael Muslim came in.
No, Osama Khan came in.
Usama Khan.
Osama Khan came. He came for us for a while. And he left and went on. And then Mikael Muslim came in.
Absolutely. Good brother.
Good brothers.
All of them good brothers.
All of them good brothers. Beautiful brothers. Yeah,
man. Allah bless them for their
for their work. And so you were there, and you went to school while you was at DBI.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think I started school in Old Folsom though. Actually, I put in so many requests for the educational program. They wrote me back, and this is why I was young, but I decided to make some changes. And I wrote about, you had to fill out the request slips to go to education. So I sent about 5 or 6 of them over there in a week. And they wrote me back and they said, do not send any more requests over here. We have you on our list. Just be patient. Right? So I started right there, and I got my GED, my high school diploma at that point, and started some college classes.
Okay.
And about 91, they took the professors out of the institutions. They took the college classes away from us. So I had to wait until like 2006 again to get started on that with the correspondence courses in DBI.
Okay. So you went on to get your degree.
Well, I'm a math class short of 2 degrees. I have an AS and an AA waiting on me right now.
Okay.
And I'm currently enrolled in college.
Okay.
And it's going to start in next week.
Okay.
So right now I'm in not the math class, but I'm in the gym or the physical fitness class. For the 6 weeks of summer.
Right.
And then I'm going into the algebra class.
Okay.
And once I complete that, my degrees will be turned over to me. That's the last hurdle, man. I put that off. I kept putting that one off.
Yeah. But you put in work though. You've been in school long as I've known you.
I'm still in school. I love to learn though.
And
I didn't know that when I went in. Like as a kid,
I
always thought I had a learning disability, right? I always thought I couldn't learn, right? But when I got there and I was sitting still in that cell and I had these books, you know what I'm saying? It just opened up a whole new world to me. And it was like, man, something. It was like a flower blooming or something. You know, knowledge is a beautiful thing, man. It's a powerful thing, right? So for me, once I started reading and writing, it was just good. And I've been doing it ever since. And I'm out here, and I'm gonna keep doing it.
So you've been home. How long you been home, man?
I've been home almost. I was counting last night. I've been home about 40 days, 35 days, 35 to 40 days. Absolutely.
After 34 years.
After 34 years.
Wow. How I feel?
It's a blessing, man. It really is a blessing. It's a great gift, man.
I mean,
Freedom is a great gift.
You come on right as Ramadan started.
5 days before Ramadan.
Right as it started. So you coming home from prison after doing 34 years in prison, Ramadans in prison, and you come home to this where you can do it as you want to do it.
Absolutely. And it's a blessing, right? You have more challenges out here. You have more distractions out here, like when you're in a cell and you're being locked up all day or being told where to go and when. So you build a program. It's called a program. So it gets pretty regular. But when out here, now you have more responsibility. You got to get up and go to work. You got to go here. You got to go there. And it's a lot more going on out here.
Sure.
But yeah, it was a blessing. I'm glad that I am thankful that 5 days after I was released from prison, I went right into Ramadan. That was a blessing. That's a great blessing for me, brother. And it kept me focused.
Yes.
Because after 34 years, 33 and a half years, I mean, you free all of a sudden, and you want to just like taste everything and feel everything, right?
Yes.
And it's Ramadan imposed that discipline and that restraint.
Yes.
So I could look at it, you know what I'm saying, and I could see it. And I'm not going over there putting my hands on it.
Right.
So and that's good for me. That's a blessing for me because it slowed me down. It kept me on pace. Now I'm ready to move forward with my life. I'm working today. I'm working for a contractor. That contracts with Caltrans. It's a trip after 30-something years that they would put me on the freeway with cars coming down at me at 80 miles an hour, right? And I couldn't even run in the prison, right? If you start running, the alarms go off. But I got these 2-ton cars and trucks and diesels
at the same way.
80 miles an hour, right? 6'5", and I'm watching them go by, right? Okay. But you know what? I can handle that. I'm built for that today. You know what I'm saying? That's just a stepping stone.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm gonna turn that into good.
Sure.
Absolutely.
You know, I tell all the brothers that come home, I try to bring the brothers on the show because this show is for us.
Absolutely.
It's for returned citizens. I don't call ex we ain't none of that. Returned citizens coming home, right? This is for us because we don't have a platform.
Absolutely.
Right? They say when we go to prison, put a rope on you, put some change on you, and put the key on the jackrabbit and let the jackrabbit run. So that's what we're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is that if we go into the system and we do our rightful time and come home, we paid our debts to society.
Absolutely.
Right? We've done that. We washed that away. So now we're home, we're back, and we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
We're going to be right here. We ain't going nowhere. Right? And I tell everybody, when you come home, take your time. Don't run. Take your time and walk real slow and drink ice water.
Drink ice water.
Right.
That's good. We
Drink
gotta have ice water.
Right. Take your time. Yeah. Okay, because everything out here, it says in the book, everything out here is for you. Yeah. Just don't misuse it or hurt nobody doing it.
Absolutely.
Right. So be here and take your time, and you're gonna pick up everything that you need, and you're gonna put every piece in your tool bag.
Absolutely.
Because you're like a Harley Davidson.
Yeah.
You're moving, and every now and then you got to tighten the screws up. So get the tools out your bag that you need and tighten up what you need to tighten up. That what you don't need to tighten up, move on.
And we discussed that earlier when we were talking about the prayers and the reading. Right? That's the tool.
That's the tool.
That's the toolbox that's gonna keep you.
That's
together,
gonna keep you in tune with what's going on out here.
And that's gonna make me successful.
Right, because you got all kind of distractions, like you say. You got the big butt women and big breasts, all that kind of stuff going on, and you got a liquor store on every corner, and you got all the stuff that's going on around you. Nightclub, you know what I mean? And the music blasting, all kind of all kind of different stuff that's going on, and we not focus. We focus on working, making some money, buying nice clothes, buying nice things that you want, and making your own choices today.
Absolutely.
Because that's what it's about.
And the biggest thing for me since I've been home is just recontacting with my family.
Right.
I'm back in me and my brothers, we meeting on a regular basis.
Right.
My daughter, one of my daughters is still here.
Yeah,
her mother, I've even reached out to her where we mended our relationship.
That's great.
We have a friendship today.
That's great. That's great.
And that all comes through the faith. That's from the faith, right?
Yes,
because I'm a different man today.
Yes.
I'm not that guy that you have to worry about.
He don't even exist no more.
We want to leave him.
He don't even exist no more.
So it's just a new life.
Alhamdulillah.
It's a new life, and I want to live it the best way I can.
Yes.
And that means being kind, man.
Opportunity. You have all the opportunities out here that you would ever dream of. Every opportunity you could ever dream of. You just got on board.
Yeah.
After 30 years, you got on board, and you rode across the water, up under the water,
up under the tube,
right? And made it across, and you looking at all these people. The average person would panic.
Yeah. Well, I said the prayer while we were sitting there coming, right? I'm gonna keep it real. I made my little dua. I'm gonna do that, right? Yeah. Just in case. You know what I'm saying? God is in charge of all this, right? Man does what he does, and God is the final has the final word on everything, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it's just like I'm grateful, man. And I want to come see you, right?
Yes.
And I want to come do this. So I said, I get on the train, come over there, brother.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But after 34 years, and I'd been through there a couple times before, but it's all a new experience, a new life, man. It's a new life. And I sat in that cell so many years, so many nights, so many days, just wanting to be free. And to live a good life. And to do the right thing.
And you got the opportunity today.
And I'm doing that today, right?
All that.
And seeing you and just, it's good, man. It's all good. And I ain't looking for the negative, and I ain't looking for, because I don't need that.
No.
I just walk away from it today.
Right.
It don't have an attraction for me.
Right.
Before it had like a magnet. It would pull you into it. Today, it doesn't even have an attraction. It don't even smell right.
Right.
So I get away from it.
You know how to get away from it.
Yeah, and I don't be rude, and I don't be above nobody else. I just keep on moving.
You dismiss yourself from it, right?
Absolutely.
Because just like in here, out here, like in there, see, people talk, and they got a little sex or whatever and they talk, just it's like the same thing out there. They talk,
absolutely.
But see, you can distinguish the good from the bad.
We got the criteria.
Right. We that's geared in us. Yeah. We study people for a lot of years.
Absolutely.
We was around people. We know personalities.
Survival mode.
It's automatically there. And I tell people I got a master in people. I got a master. I know how to judge people. I got a master on how people think, how people function. If they get too quiet, too loud, I know people. Absolutely. So I'm good at what I do out here, because people don't have that. They don't have that thing that clicks on. So we got a blessing that Allah gave us, and He took us from what we lived in, and I tell people this all the time, that before going to prison, we lived in a cesspool. We lived around all kind of stuff, and we accepted it. It was cool. We waddled in, it was cool. Then Allah took us from the cesspool and sent us to hell. We went into the pits of hell. We went into the bottom of the hell. We see everything unnatural that people ain't supposed to see. You know, then Allah took us from that and said, okay, I'm gonna put you back in society. What you gonna do with it now?
And the blessing of it is, like, I see a lot, like, I'm from Oakland, so I'm back home now, right? And I'm back in kind of like in my old neighborhood in some ways, right? But everything has changed, right?
Everything.
I took a walk down the street the other day, and there's trees that were planted when I first left, right? Right before I got into the situation I got into, they were planting trees in Oakland. Well, those trees are grown, and they're covering the whole street.
Yes.
And you can't even see down the street for the trees.
Yes.
Well, before you could look just straight directly down.
Yes.
But what the change is that I see a lot of people out there that it seems like the will has been compromised in some kind of way. In other words, they ain't fighting as hard as they would for survival, right? And that, I look at that and I'm like, wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
But it's also a motivating thing for me, man, because I don't have time to waste.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I have to be about my business. I
You
have
gotta
to
be
be about
about you.
building my life,
Right.
establishing my family,
Right.
you
You
know,
gotta be
and just
about you,
doing
right?
good things, right?
Right.
And I can't waste my time. Well, I don't want to be out there,
Right.
up under a bridge somewhere.
Exactly.
And I don't demean people.
Yeah.
But it's just that it doesn't. I mean,
You can't
gotta
do it.
fight. You got to fight for what you want. Yeah.
Can't do it.
You got to work hard and go for it. Yeah.
Today's life, I'm gonna make it real plain and simple. Today's life, we got less time today than we got more time left.
Absolutely.
Okay, the pendulum is moving. We have a expiration date.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to pick up a ticket when we out of here, right? So the time that we have left, we got to use wisely.
Absolutely.
Okay, because we can't squander no time.
Absolutely.
So I mean to help you, but if I can't help you, I can't help you. I don't mean no harm about it.
That's it.
But if I can help you, I'm gonna help you.
If
But if
I
I can't
can,
help you, I can't help
I
you.
gotta
And
keep going.
don't be mad at me
Absolutely.
because I'm doing what I've been instructed to do by my Lord.
Absolutely. That's
Right.
it, right? You said it.
By my Lord, I'm doing instructed to do His work. But if I can't help you, don't be mad because I got to move on and help the next person.
I got to keep going.
Because that's what they instruct me to do. So we got work to do while we're here, and we got to put in place. We got less time today. We got more time, and we got to use it wisely.
Absolutely.
You know, and I want to welcome you home.
I thank you, bro.
I mean, you don't know how it makes me feel to have you on this side of the wall. It makes me. I mean, I get goosebumps just thinking about where we've been
The walks we took
to where we are now. Because oh my goodness,
conversations we had.
yes.
Brother. When I see
yes.
you, it's just like,
yeah,
man.
we was around a bed of thieves.
Yeah.
And everybody was knocking at us,
Yeah.
trying to pull you back because you were doing something that was positive, and they didn't want to see you do something positive. But
Look how it worked out.
yeah, they still there.
Lord. That's
how it worked. That's how it worked. That's how it worked. You know, Allah, we plan, but Allah's the best of planners.
Absolutely.
You know, they give us favors every day. They say, "What's one of your favors, your Lord, would you deny?" None. We deny it for years.
No, it's good. It's a blessing, man. And for the brothers that's still behind, you know, I wish them well. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that
I wish you no bad.
all we got to do is do what we need to do,
Right.
and we all come home.
Right.
The track is laid.
Hold on to it.
The track is laid. All we have to do
Yes.
is the work.
Hold on to
You're
it.
gonna come up out of there.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And it wasn't until I
Mentally.
made up my mind.
Yes.
To be sincere
Right.
in that work.
Right.
The gates open.
The gates open up. All the chains would break down, fall to the ground.
But it took a lot of fighting, though. A lot
Sure,
of court
sure,
battles and stuff.
Sure.
Because they didn't want to release us. They
No.
wanted to keep us until.
No. But see,
forever.
Allahu Alam, Allah knows best. Allah puts us in positions, in predicaments where we have to be.
Yeah.
You know, some things we have to go through in order to see the other side. Because my thing is that I'm going to help you across the street. I'm going to come all the way across the street, and I'm going to help you across the street if you want to cross the street.
No, that's it.
Okay, if you want to cross the street. But if I can help you cross the street and you don't want, well, I got to go, and you got to do. But I'm gonna go across the street because that's where I'm supposed to be.
Somebody gonna want some help.
Right, somebody wants some help. So that's what we do today. We help those that want to help, and those that don't want to help. So, oh well, you know.
When you get yourself together.
Right.
Get around.
Yeah. So this show is for us, and I'm gonna bring you back in 6 months, maybe a year,
Okay.
and we want to see what you're doing then,
Well,
opposed to now because you're fresh.
I'm fresh. It's
You're
good
right,
though, but I'm
right.
working, and there's jobs out there, man. All you got
Yes.
to do is get up and go get
Yes,
it.
well,
It's their job.
it's job. I mean, can't
They're
nobody
hiring
tell
all
me.
the time.
They ain't, I work 3 jobs at one time, so can't nobody say there ain't no jobs.
No, their
You
job.
can get the minute you want. The
As
minute
a
you
matter of
want.
fact, I had an opportunity at a job at $18 an hour this morning, but
Yeah.
it was for somebody else.
Yeah,
So they
yeah.
said, well, if he don't take it, it's yours.
Right, right.
So I just waiting. If he don't make the right decision,
Right.
or if it's not for him,
Yeah.
I'll take it for right.
That's right.
guys.
That's right. Yours coming though.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
like I told you before you first got here, hey, take your time. Don't rush.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Don't rush. Take your time.
That's all.
If you need any help, call me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna answer
absolutely.
my phone
You've
24
been saying that ever since we've been talking.
24 hours a day. If your name come up, I'm gonna answer. Believe I'm gonna
You've
answer.
been saying that ever since
Right.
I know you.
Mean
If
that.
you
Mean
need me,
that. Yeah,
I'm here.
I'm there. Always there for
Yeah,
you.
absolutely.
So welcome home, my brother. Love you.
I love you too, man.
Be here.
Yeah.
And inshallah,
Yeah.
you know my number. You got my number. Use it day and night.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes,
No
sir.
doubt.
Yes, sir. So we want to welcome the brother home, and we want to, the brothers and sisters coming home. We want to welcome them home because right now, summertime, it's hot out there, and they coming home in large numbers, and we want to make sure that when brothers and sisters come home, they have a support circle, they have a support system that can help them be reacclimated back into the community, help them with whatever they need. In prison, when you come home, they got a pre-release program, and they got a program where they're mandated to have in every prison. Well, right now, they got programs that don't work. They got stuff you go in and you get information that's outdated. Okay, but we got programs now. I run a support circle every Wednesday in San Francisco called a Metamorphosis. I just started this about 3 months ago in San Francisco. And we have returned citizens every Wednesday at 6:30 to 9 in the evening. We sit around, we talk about stuff that we need to talk about. Because my thing is that failure is not an option. We want to make you comfortable to be here and not go back behind the wall. Only way you go back behind the walls if you can leave when you want to. That's what we want to make it. So in Metamorphosis, we want you to come out, take part in our program, and pass on what you have to somebody else that needs it. Okay, I give a support circle in Oakland at Oak Stop once a month. Matter of fact, I think it's on the 17th, 19th of this month at Oak Stop in Oakland from 6:30 to 9. Come out and take part of that. We're doing work because, see, we left people behind and they're coming home. So we want to make sure that they have a support system so they can be comfortable coming home. And that's what we do. We do the work that the people need. So that's what we do. So come out and take part of the program. If there's anything that I said today to make you feel bad, insult you, I didn't mean to do that. I really didn't. But if anything that I said to make you think about your life and you changing your life, give all praises due to the higher power. And we want to thank you for coming on the show. So call the show, give me some feedback on what I can do to enhance the program. Call Bayback and let me know what I can do. So we want to thank you for looking at the show. Saturday night, 7 o'clock on Channel 29. Either you can go to YouTube, Wendell Elamine James Show on YouTube, and look at this show or any other show that you want to look at as many times as you want to. So thank you for watching the show, and good night.
All right. That was pretty good, huh?